Hi everyone, my name is Denise Coughlan. I am owner of Resolute Pilates and Wellness Studios, and today I'm going to take you through a sequence of seated Pilates movements. Very gentle movements that anyone can perform at home. All you are going to need for today is obviously your chair, and if you have any type of strap at home, so it might be a long belt, if you have one of these yoga straps. It could be a long tie, or if you've got maybe a long towel that you could use, something that you can hold on to. And if you haven't got any of those things, you can still do these movements without any equipment. So these movements will be suitable for anyone that might have limited mobility, be it that you're a wheelchair user or if you're recovering from spinal injuries. But remember, if any type of injury or illness that you're working through at the moment, make sure you have your clearance before you take part in any of these exercise videos. Okay, so as I said, today we're going to do a very short sequence of movements that you can do from your chair. So we're going to leave the strap beside you, and we're going to bring yourself into your chair. So what we always start off with in Pilates is what we call a posture check, or bringing yourself into a neutral position. So I just want you to bring yourself into your chair, making sure the back is comfortably resting into the back of the chair, keeping the feet underneath your knees in line with the hips, and allow your hands to rest comfortably on the thighs or to the side of the chair, wherever you feel most comfortable. And I want you to think or visualize of lengthening your spine as tall as you can up towards the direction of the ceiling, so you're not slouching into the chair. And then in this position then, we're going to bring yourself the awareness to your breath. Pilates breathing is inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. We're aiming to breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhaling through the mouth for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Breathing in for 5 seconds or longer and exhaling through the mouth. A nice way of practicing this breathing is to place one hand on the lower part of your belly, one hand to the side of the rib cage, and continuing to focus on the breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And as you're breathing, I want you to bring the awareness to the hand that's on the rib cage, and I want you to feel the rib cage expanding into that hand. So it's called lateral thoracic breathing. So the idea is that the hand on the belly isn't rising and falling, it's the hand on the rib cage that's expanding and contracting. So we can do that with both hands. Breathing into the rib cage, in through the nose, and exhaling through the mouth. And as you continue to breathe, I want you to bring the awareness to the abdominal area through one of the core muscles that we call the transverse abdominis. I want you to visualize the belly button, and right behind the belly button, visualize it ever so gently drawn towards the direction of the back of your chair or the back of the spine, and continuing to hold that gentle awareness through the core as you breathe, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. We're going to continue with that long, deep breathing and resting the hands. Keep the shoulders away from the ears and the head in line with the spine. Continuing to focus on the breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. So we're going to begin with a very gentle warm-up, starting off from the neck to cervical spine. So very gently inhale, drawing the chin, so we're looking down, and then exhale, extending the head back to your starting position. Inhale, looking down, and exhale, looking straight ahead of you. And this one is just to work on the cervical spine, the neck. So as I said before, if you have any particular injuries anywhere, or any issues that you need to avoid doing specific movements, just make sure if it's creating any tension or strain that you avoid any of these particular movements. This is a good one for mobilizing the neck. Trying to keep the back, as I said, against that chair, a nice long spine, so we're not slouching forwards. And then bringing the head back to center. We're going to bring the head into rotation, so we're looking over your shoulder as you exhale. And inhale, taking it back through to center. Exhale to the opposite shoulder. And inhale, coming back to center. And continuing in your own time, keeping the awareness with the breath, keeping the length in spine so we're not slouching forwards. One more time on each side. Inhaling to center and the opposite side. And back to center. So we're going to tilt the ear gently down towards your shoulder and coming back into the center. So this one's just a nice stretch along the side of the neck. We're alternating sides. We don't want to bring your shoulder to your ear. You're bringing your ear down towards your shoulder. And notice if you're feeling any tension in one side. We're not trying to force both sides to be equal. We're just going by how the body feels at that particular moment in time, just to loosen, create a little bit of stretch and mobility. One more time on each side, coming back to center, and then bringing the head back to your neutral position. So we're going to move into a few shoulder rolls. Again, you can leave your hands resting on your thighs or let the hands rest down to your sides. And we're going to draw the shoulders up to the ears, back behind you, forwards, up and around. Keeping the awareness with the breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And we're going to change direction, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Again, just going with your own range of movement, how the body feels, not creating tension or force behind the movement, just allowing your body to free and be nice and gentle. One more time. And then we're going to bring the shoulders back to your starting position. The next one is called elevation and depression on the scapula, so working the shoulders. Draw the two shoulders up towards the ears and then reach the hands down towards the ground. We're aiming to close the space between the shoulders and the ears so the neck disappears, and then reaching the hands down, opening the space. Inhale, draw the shoulders to the ears. And exhale, reaching the hands to the feet. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Going to reach the arms ahead of you. And just imagine like you're reaching towards something ahead of you. But when you're doing this one, you don't want to lean forwards. Keep sitting upright against the chair and draw the shoulders back, as if you're trying to touch the shoulders to the chair behind you. Inhale, reach, protract. Exhale, retract. Inhale, protract. Exhale, retract. So very simple movements, but even after a couple of repetitions, you'll feel the arms getting heavier. So we need to watch that we keep the tension out of the body. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. One more time. And then releasing the arms down slowly. Keeping that lengthen through the spine, we're going to very gently laterally flex or tilt to one side and coming back up to the center. Exhale to the opposite side, allowing your head to tilt in line with your spine, and inhale coming up to center. So we want to make sure that you're not overstretching. You want to ground or press very gently down into the opposite side of your body. So if we're reaching to the left side of your body, we want to make sure the right side is grounded into your chair. So we're evening the weight or distributing the weight evenly, so you don't feel like you're falling. 2 more times. Exhale and inhale. This is moving your spine sideways. Nice stretch as well. And it's also contracting along the waist area, the obliques. So we're coming back to center and we're coming into a spine twist, rotation. So we bring the hands into a prayer position, pressing the thumbs back behind you. So the highest part of the tips of your fingers is just resting underneath the chin, and then the thumbs then are pressing back towards the direction of the upper chest area. And again, keep focusing on lengthening through the spine. Drop the shoulders, drop the elbows, and focusing on that breath. Inhaling through the nose, and exhale, bringing the spine into rotation. Inhale, coming back through to the center. So we're alternating sides. Exhale to rotate, to twist, and inhale coming into the center. So this is called spinal rotation, or the spine twist. And this is working the thoracic area of the spine, so the middle part of the back. Allowing the head and the shoulders to move with the rest of the body, so you don't want to leave your head behind. We're aiming to keep your fingertips underneath your chin, so your head stays in line with the spine all the time. So your hands or your head shouldn't come away from your hands. Keep focusing on that lengthened spine, that gentle awareness through the core, so we have the protection on the back and the awareness of the core supporting. 2 more times. You might find one side rotates a little bit freer than the other side. Just go by how your body's feeling. Last one. And then coming back into the center slowly, releasing the hands. So we're going to come into spinal flexion and extension. So we're bringing the body slightly forward. Just make sure again you're into the back of the chair, you feel comfortable, and don't come too far forward. So I want you to visualize that lengthened spine position. Visualize one vertebrae at a time, like building blocks. We're taking the spine down and then we're building the spine back up. So starting off from the head, gently bring the head forward to a head nod position and start to curl or round the spine forwards. Keeping the base of the spine, your sit bones, your bum, pressed gently into your chair, so you're not leaning forwards. And then using that inhale breath to bring your spine back up, one vertebrae at a time. So we're flexing the spine on the way forwards as you exhale. And inhale, start to stack the spine back up, one vertebrae at a time. Always bring the shoulders and the head completely back up to neutral position. 2 more times. You may feel a little bit dizzy when you do this one. The change of the head position sometimes can affect the blood pressure. So you might feel a little bit lightheaded, a little bit dizzy. So if that's happening, maybe not go down so far or avoid this movement if it doesn't feel comfortable. So let's do one more time. And remember again to bring the spine back up, one vertebrae at a time, completely extending the spine back up to your neutral position. Okay, so that was a little bit of a gentle warm-up. If that's all you want to do for today, that's fine. It's a really nice one to just get everything moving again. So we're going to bring into your strap for the next couple of movements. And as I said, if you don't have one, you can still do your movements without these straps. Okay, so again, we always bring yourself back to that little bit of a posture check before you begin. So the feet underneath the knees in line with the hips, sitting close to the back of the chair so we feel that support with the chair and keeping the spine nice and tall and long. Bring the awareness to the breath, the centering through the core, very gentle connection as you breathe. So we're going to hold on to your strap. We're going to bring the hands just a little bit wider than your shoulders. You can also bring the hands wider again if you're feeling any tension. It's all completely individual, up to you how you feel with these movements. So we're going to start off with a little bit of shoulder work. We're going to bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Now, not everyone can get the arms completely stretched up to the ceiling, so just again go to your own range of movement and how comfortable you feel with the movements, lowering the strap back down. So we're going to use the inhale breath to lift up to the ceiling, because the inhale breath is a natural extension breath, so it really lengthens the spine. The exhale breath allowing the strap to lower down, but without slouching forwards. We want to have a little bit of tension pushing outwards on either side of your band or your strap, so it's not hanging down, it's quite taut or quite stretched, coming back down slowly. You want to feel this movement coming across the upper back and shoulders, and a nice expansion through the chest as you're coming up into that stretch. Try not to slouch forwards as the arms come down. 2 more times. So you will feel it gets quite hard after a while, so you can take a break if you need to. And let's do 1 more time. Inhale up. And exhale, coming down slowly. Okay, so we're going to bring it into the spine twist. So we're going to stretch the arms right out to as wide as we can. So if you have the strap, if it's not long enough, that's fine. This would be the harder position, to completely stretch the arms out to the sides, but you can always take it back to what we did in the warm-up. So you can take the arms to a bent arm position. Spine twist. So we want to really try and lengthen the spine, exhaling to twist the body into rotation. And inhale, coming into the center. Exhale. And inhale, coming into the center. So you feel the shoulders starting to really feel that one. So we always need to try and get the shoulders to come away from the ears, so we're not tensing. Turn the head in the same direction as the rotation that you're twisting towards. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more times. Grounding the rest of the body into the chair, so we're only upper to middle part of the spine that's twisting. And then center and release it down slowly. So it's quite a tough one. Let's bring the shoulders back into rotation. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. It's good to rest in between each one, give a little bit of a stretch. Okay, so back to center. So we're going to come into the same position with the hands. So just a little bit wider. You can take this even wider again if you feel that you're a little bit restricted with the movement. Okay, so we're going to take the arms up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the spine. Now if you can't go all the way up to the ceiling, just take it more ahead of you. So we're going to keep the spine centered, and we're going to bring one arm just to the side of the ear, and the other arm is just going to reach down to the side. And then bringing it back up towards your starting position. Exhale to take it to the side, and inhale coming to your starting position. So again, we want to try and lengthen the spine. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep pressing out gently. So as you're pulling down on one side of your strap, you also want to pull up on the other side, so the elbow is not completely bent. It's nice and stretched. Exhale and inhale. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a lateral flexion. So try and remember, the last time we did this in the warm-up, we want to ground the opposite hip into your chair so you don't feel like you're falling off to the side. So we're going to be really feeling these ones, even though it's just your body resistance and a strap. Whatever you're using, it's going to feel quite challenging. You're going to really start to feel that in the shoulders after a while. So it's a lateral flexion, a sideways movement with your spine, working through the shoulders, the back, and around your waist area, your obliques. Just tilting the head in line with your spine. Always trying to keep everything in what we call that neutral position. I think that's enough of that one. And release it down slowly. And even though I'm behind the camera, I can hear you all going, ah. So just take a break, bring back those shoulders rolls. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Breathing in for 5. And exhaling for 5. And then releasing down slowly. Okay, so we're going to hold a little bit closer in on the strap. So this time it's a little bit more in line with your shoulders, okay? So it's not so wide. So we're going to take the arms ahead of you and we're going to pull back, bending the elbows out to each side and bringing the strap just across the chest area for a chest press position. We're going to push forward as you exhale and inhale, drawing back. Keep lengthening through the spine, exhale. And inhale, drawing back. If you want to add in a little bit of leg work on this one, a little bit of mobility through the knees, a little bit of work through your thighs, we're going to alternate the leg to a single leg stretch. A little bit of coordination work. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. So keep lengthening the spine, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, visualizing that connection through the core, very gently drawing the belly button to the spine. So it's going to get heavier, it's going to get a little bit harder, so take a break if you need to. Still pressing out on each side of the band so it's not dipping down in the middle. Let's do 2 more times. Exhale, inhale, and 1 more time. And coming back down slowly. Okay, so we are going to take your strap this time, and again, you don't have to use this if you feel like it's restricting you in any way. You can just do it with your own arm resistance. So we're going to take it behind the back of your chair, and we're just going to open it just to around about a little bit wider than your own shoulder width apart. And as I said, if it's hitting off the chair, restricting you in any way, just take it away. What we're doing is a tricep extension. So we're going to try and really push the arms away from the back of your chair. And as you're doing this, visualize opening out through the chest, extending and lengthening the spine, and then allow it to rest slowly. We're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhaling to rest. So as I was saying, that inhale breath is a natural extension breath. So it really helps to lengthen and extend the spine as we are reaching the arms away. So this one is also working through the triceps, the backs of the arms, but we want to try and keep the shoulders away from the ears. Okay, so feel that after a while. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, and let's take it away to the side. So we're going to finish off with some lovely breathing exercises. Again, you can do this completely separate from the sequence of movements, just on its own or at any stage during the day, just to bring yourself back to the awareness of the breath. So you can use your hands, 1 on the belly, 1 on the rib cage, 2 on the rib cage, or just allowing your body to rest. So we're going to bring yourself back into that nice neutral position and bring yourself back to your breathing. You can do this with your eyes open or your eyes closed. We're going to start off with that 5-second breath, breathing in for 5 and exhaling for 5. And the idea with this one is we're going to work the breath all the way up to 10 and back to 5. So you might find at some stage it gets a little bit forced by the time we get to 8, 9 or 10 second breath. So don't force it, just breathe. So we're going to take it to a 5-second breath. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And back to in 2, 3, 4, 5. And out 2, 3, 4, 5. And just staying with that breath. And notice how different the breathing feels when we take it back from that high count of 10 back to 5. Feel that you're able to take in that deeper breath after really focusing on opening out the airways, the intercostal muscles around the chest area. And we're going to do 2 more breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and 1 more breath. And then if you had your eyes closed, then we're just going to open the eyes and bring yourself back into the room. Just have a little bit of a move around, wake the body back up again. So I hope you enjoyed that short video of movements, and I'll be coming back to you again with more videos with different sequences that you can practice at home. And if you've any questions on anything, maybe just pop it into the post below and I'll try and come back to you with any answers to the questions that you pop in below, or any feedback. It's always nice to have a little bit of a positive thought for the day, and wishing you all well. Thank you.